What is up, YouTube family? Welcome to Peaceful Viking Travels. I am the Peaceful Viking, taking you to see something special right now. I know I haven't posted many videos lately, but that's because the Viking's been hard at work trying to get this CDL. I took care of business. I passed that CDL test on my first try. And I was thinking I was going to be stuck in Springfield for about 3 days, maybe 4. Just turns out that my next trainer showed up the next day. So I immediately got my stuff together, got on a truck with him, and now I'm doing my C-seat training, which is about 2 weeks of team driving. And then I'll immediately go into my B seat, which is the same type of driving. I'll just get paid a little bit more. It is about the money a little bit. But I'm out in Barstow, California right now. We pulled in. I had a long day of driving. I drove from, 6:30 or 7 in the morning. I got 628 miles in today. I think my trainer's happy with that. He kept asking if I was good. I was like, let's keep rolling. I wanted to show you something here. So I tell people a lot that I got into trucking not for the money. Don't get me wrong, the money's going to be a nice thing. But I got into trucking for the adventure and for the sights I would see. Now obviously while I'm driving, it wouldn't be safe, it wouldn't be intelligent for me to shoot videos or take pictures while I'm driving, so I don't do that. But every now and then you get to a place. We were at a truck stop here in Barstow, and I just want to show you something. I don't know what the lighting's going to do to the camera, but I'm going to kind of show you here. I don't even know if you can see it. Oh, it's so bright you can't see it. Anyway, right here, this is the sun going down over the mountains in California. And though you can't see it because of the lighting, it's amazing and it's beautiful. And it reminds me that everything I'm doing is for the right reason. I haven't shot a video in a while, and I apologize for that. Sometimes you gotta step away from distractions and focus on reaching a goal, and that's what I did. And reaching that goal became my priority. I wanted to tell you a little bit about my CDL test. I went into it as prepared as I'd ever gone into anything in my life. The test is 3 phases. The first is the pre-trip. And almost from the get, I had kind of a kink in the plan. Everything I had tested on was Freightliners, and immediately I had to do a pre-trip on a Peterbilt. They're a little bit different. A couple items under the hood are in different locations. That was a kink. Somebody had forgotten to bring the chalk blocks out to the training pad. That was a kink. When doing my 4-part air brake inspection, the Peterbilt doesn't have a big, loud, audible alarm like the Freightliner does. So I wasn't even sure I was doing it right. And if you fail that part, you're done. You have failed. But I made it through it. The backing maneuvers, the first 2 of them I did perfectly. The third one, I had another kink. As opposed to being lined up in the middle box to pull out to do a 90-degree park, I was lined up in a box to the right, which almost made it impossible to pull off that maneuver. And I was in a panic. I'm not going to lie to you. I thought I was going home. I thought it was done with. I stopped the truck on the pad for like 2 minutes, and you only get 15 minutes to do the maneuver. And I threw all of the stuff that they had taught me out the window as far as points of, backing the wheel up and line it up with the landing gear on the trailer. All that stuff went out the window. It became, you back this trailer into this spot or you're going home, and you failed. And failure was not an option. My trainer, my first trainer I had, him and I had worked on doing this 90 in a parking lot in Texas. And it was 106 degrees, and that man stood out in the heat while I did this over and over again. Well, the dimensions weren't perfect when we were in Texas, and that day the dimensions were not perfect. And I'm so thankful that he had me do it that way. So I got a big shout out to Robert Compton. He was an amazing trainer. And I made it through that maneuver. And that's why I'm standing here today. Because if I don't pass that maneuver, they send me home. Failure was not an option. I'm going to try to get another, let's see if we can get us another glimpse of this. I want to see if we can see the sun going down, but it does not want to cooperate. Man, I guess I'm going to have to invest in me some better camera footage or camera technology, because this ain't working. But I'm literally watching the sun go down over the horizon over a mountain. That's pretty cool. So anyway, I passed that CDL, that maneuver. I went out on my drive. My drive was great. I didn't hit any curbs because that'll get you sent home. And then my trainer showed up the next day. And I think yesterday I did 500 miles. Today I did 620 something. I love driving. I just love driving. And when you send me out west, I'm a happy guy. I don't know. Anyway, I tried, y'all. I told you, you looking for the edited, perfect camera videos, all that. That ain't happening here. Stuff goes wrong on the Vikings channel. So anyway, I did want to send out a couple shout outs to some of the guys in my class. Number one, I got prayers and thoughts for you, Dale. Dale Suits. He's from Florida, and we all know that hurricane's about to impact Florida and Georgia. And this man is away from his wife and kids, you know, and having to deal with the stress of going through this schooling, which it is stressful. I was an EMT. This is a whole different level of stress to get that CDL than going through EMT Academy. So this man's out here doing this, and his family's back home, and he can't be there to protect his family from this hurricane. He can't be there to prepare all the things that need to be prepared for his wife. And so my thoughts and prayers go out to her and to his daughter. I hope everything goes well for you down there. I got to send a shout out to my buddy Clinton. Man, me and Clinton studied together. And I'll tell you the truth. I thought he was one of the best in the class. I thought he was way better than the Viking for sure. And I think the test anxiety got him a little bit. Because the dude knows the stuff, and he failed twice, and they sent him home. It was pretty heartbreaking, man, because I really believed in him, and I still do. I know he's out there. He's going to find a place. He's going to catch on. If you're hearing this, Clinton, you go catch on. Go do your thing, and I'll meet you at a truck stop somewhere. Another dude, Spencer. Man, brother, he was my roommate this last week or whatever. I helped him study. He had a little hiccup. I'm hoping you went through the rest of the test and did okay. But man, he's a good dude. He's got it all on the line. Did the same thing the Viking did. Left home. He's got nothing to go back to. Failure is not an option. Get it done, Spencer. And if you don't get it done where we're at right now, you go find another place and you get it done. Joseph Lynn, man, keep at it, man. And just remember, you got to relax. Man, this guy gets all worked up, but he's a good dude. He just gets real worked up. Just got to relax and let it happen. And at a certain point, ain't no math, no geometry going to help you back that trailer in where it needs to be. You just need to back it in. So far, everything has gone great. My current trainer that I'm with right now, he's great, man. You know, we had some communication issues in the beginning, but that was just because we didn't know each other. And right now, we're just getting kind of to trust each other, because this part of the training, I drive and he sleeps. And I'm driving his truck that he makes a payment on. And then I sleep while he drives. And I've never been able to sleep in a vehicle while it's moving down the road. So we're still kind of working them kinks out, learning that trust amongst each other. But he's a good dude. And he's from the Rio Grande Valley. So when he takes some home time, the Viking's going to go down to South Texas and do a little home time down there. Get to see my family. So Bill, Crystal, I'll be coming to see you. I got to see Shanna when I was out in my first time, or my first training phase. So now I'm going to go get to see the rest of the family. My Uncle Ed, definitely a man I want to go and shake his hand. Been in the industry forever, and I really don't believe the Viking would be standing where he's at right now if my Uncle Ed hadn't given me the approval to do so. I'm learning the business side of this. not just about driving this truck. Honestly, guys, once you get the truck on the highway and you're going down the road, don't hit nothing, don't exceed the speed limit, it ain't that hard. The hard part is the other side of this, the business side. The learning where you get gas, the learning where not to get gas. We filled up on the Arizona side of the border. We didn't even fill up. We got gas there just so we wouldn't have to buy gas here in California where it's so much more expensive. My current trainer is a lease operator, which is what I want to do. He's driving a Peterbilt, which is what the Viking's going to drive. And he's teaching me the business. I mentioned to him I wanted to go to Seattle. He's like, you don't want to go to Seattle. That's not where the money is. So he's teaching me where the money is. He's teaching me how to be successful and profitable in this as a business. It has been absolutely everything I hoped it'd be. When I get in that seat, it's like I'm at home and I can just roll. And I can roll and roll and roll and roll. I've driven through some mountains. This man, I don't know how he just goes to bed and lets me drive through these mountains. But he does, and I get it done because I've been taught properly how to do it. I had to make my first evasive maneuver today on the highway with a loaded truck. I was coming down a very steep grade. Everything was fine with that until 3 cars move out of the way in front of you and there's a tire laying in your lane. And your choices are hit the truck next to you or somehow squeeze your truck down the shoulder on this where there's a steep embankment off the other side. I made it happen. I'm standing here. It was a pucker up situation and we made it past it. And I'm sure I'm going to see more of those. He says I have a knack for people pulling off the shoulder in front of me. That seems to be something that's been happening to me a lot lately. It's a good thing I'm always ready for it and I'm paying attention. Want to send a shout out today to my daughter Tori. It was great hearing from you. Every time I look down and I see your name on my phone, the day is perfect. And I appreciate you for that. My niece Kirsten, she commented on one of my YouTube videos. I love them girls. You got to have a reason to be out here. You know, it is not about the Viking just being out here and being alone. You got to have a reason to be out here, man. Got people yelling and what have you. I think he's yelling at his dog over here. I'm getting a little visitor. Maybe he's looking for 2 dogs. I only see 1. Yeah, I think this gentleman's looking for his other dog, but I only see the 1. That's definitely on the list. I need me a riding companion once I get my own truck. We're going to make that happen. Anyway, I'm kind of rambling a little bit. I got to watch the sun go down in California. I'm going to be stuck here all day tomorrow. Maybe I'll shoot you another video tomorrow. But I just want to thank everybody. Shanna Gaia, my cousin, thanks for, taking me off the truck and feeding me some tacos and having good conversation. I'm finding that trucking, as opposed to bringing me away from my family, has actually brought my family closer to me. It's allowing me to travel this country, see beautiful places and beautiful things. And it's allowing me to get to my family that's spread out all over the place. I have no regrets about that. For a lot of years, I wasn't in a financial position to travel and see my family. And this has given me that opportunity. As to the company I'm with, I don't say their name a lot, but it's on my hat. And I'm super, super, super proud of the company I went to. I'm super happy with the process that they put you through. It's hard, it's stressful, it's fast-paced. There are places, I met people at the hotel I was staying at in Springfield that quite honestly are there for, 5-6 weeks before hitting the road. I was in a truck, 6 days after I got there. I came back for 3-4 days and I'm back in the truck again. And it may sound crazy to some people, I know that veteran truckers will understand that, like, when you come home and you miss being in the truck. I didn't realize that would happen to me so fast, because I was out in the truck for 2 weeks, and I came back and stayed in a hotel for 4 days, 5 days, and I missed being in the truck. As soon as I got back in this next trainer's truck, I felt more like I was at home. I felt like more like that was where I was supposed to be. Sometimes you need to follow your gut, people, and it'll lead you in the right direction, and make good choices. You know, my new trainer, we had a good talk today. I ain't gonna go into all the details, but we talked a little bit about choices and choices that you make in your life and how they impact the rest of your life. Make good choices, and don't blame it on anybody else, because at the end of the day, it was your choice. Whatever you chose, whether you chose good or bad, it was your choice. I don't really have a whole lot more for you guys. I know these videos are crazy and I ramble on. I appreciate all you who watch them, because really they're not that great of videos, but you're getting to see a little glimpse of what's going on right now, and things are only going to get better. Once I'm into my own truck, I'm going to shoot videos that have a more poignant content. I'm going to shoot videos about certain things I see, certain improvements I see that can be made. And we'll talk more about life then. But anyway, for now, I just want to thank you all for watching. Go ahead and click that like button, subscribe, hit that bell so you know when I come back on. Just got to tell you, the Peaceful Viking's out.